So I've been sim racing for 100 hours, maybe even 110 plus hours in this sim rig. And I think now it's time to break down the cost. How much did it cost? Okay, so to start off the video, I just want to say, make sure you look at the used market for good gear, because I bought all of this Aztec gear used and I got a steal on it, and I'm going to show you now. Before I get started, I just want to let you guys know that all the pricing is going to be in Canadian dollars unless mentioned otherwise, and the only American dollars I'm going to mention is when I'm talking about the Forte Formula wheel, because you cannot get that in Canada. I got the Invicta base used, and I'll show you right now. You can tell it's had wheels taken on and off of it, but it works. Nothing is wrong with it. I've never had a single issue with it since I've been using it. The Aztec Invicta wheelbase in Canada retails for $1,840, which is $2,060.80. In America, it retails for $1,350, by the way. I paid for my Invicta wheelbase $1,204.67 shipped to my door, which is a savings of $856.13. Okay, next up we have the Invicta Thorpe 2 pedals. You see I have the boxes for all this stuff? This stuff came in the boxes with the boxes that the boxes were shipped in. I don't think these were ever really used more than like an hour. They had like no wear on them. Like I've put more wear on them in 2 weeks than they had when I got them. They also came with the Forte pedal plates. So I have the Forte pedal plates on here. So obviously in that box are the Invicta pedal plates. Okay, the Thorpe 2 pedal set in Canada retails for $12.99 CAD. So it's a total of $1,454.88 in Canada. And that's excluding the extra like $60 Forte pedal plates. So I paid $1175.18 all in, shipped to my house for these, which was a savings of $279.70. And again, that's not including the extra pedals. Okay, the Formula Forte wheel box from Aztec goes for $772.25 US on their website. That is $1,136.97 in Canada. With duty, that is $1,273.40. I paid $837.92, which is a huge savings of $435.48. Okay, next up is like the meat and potatoes of the rig. It's the base, the chassis. And I went with an Advanced Sim Racing ASR 6 chassis. It's a pretty nice chassis. I have a couple gripes, but it is a beautiful chassis. This came to my door for $11.97 all in. Yeah, again, this was brand new. I paid tax on this. I used a discount code. I'm sure you guys can find someone's discount code to use. When I emailed ASR, they offered me the same discount code as just one of the ones that you can just find anywhere. So yeah, that was with 5%. So if the chassis is the meat, then the triple stand is the potatoes. This is the Advanced Sim Racing stand with the advanced triple mounts. And this is in Infinity Black. And I paid out the door for this stand $648.38. And it is a beautiful stand. It does exactly what you need it to do. It holds your monitors so that you can view them. Speaking of your viewing pleasure, these 32-inch LG Ultra Gear 1440p 180 Hz monitors cost me $922.30 for the 3 of them, shipped to my door. Believe it or not, the second most expensive piece on this entire sim rig is this OMP WRCR seat. This cost me $1,525.19, including the Advanced Sim Racing standard brackets and some Sparco mounting hardware. Which brings us to the heart of the build. This custom PC, which cost me $3,311.69, all in, shipped to my door. And no rig will be complete without some of these little tiny things I'm going to call accessories or miscellaneous. And you might have some of these lying around your house and you might not. So I have two power supplies here that I'm not going to include in the price, but I am going to include this power supply right here, this brand new one with a couple USB connections so I can have USB connections. So this power strip cost me $29, so $33.58 with tax. This Honeywell fan was just lying around the house. We had a bunch of them, but I would 100% recommend having one. And in fact, I do not race without a fan now. And that was about 2 or 3 days in. It was just gross. $80.87 on Amazon, so $90.57. This is totally an optional accessory, but I have the On 1440p webcam. It was $32.99, so $36.94 in total. And you have a 1440p webcam. No sim rig is complete without a mouse and a keyboard. These cost me $44.98, so $50.39 to the total. I do not race without gloves. I'm going to include these in the total of the rig. Honestly, I don't even think I'd want anyone driving my rig for longer than a couple minutes without gloves. These were $24.99, so $27.98 to the total, and that should about do it.